village life is. So he was born and brought up in a village. Okay, and he says that his boyhood life was very free. He was enjoying that freedom to run around his mother's hut, freedom to swim in the river, then freedom to roast the mealies. Mealies here means maize or corn, okay, and to eat under the stars. Nobody to scold him or punish him. He was enjoying and ride the broad backs of slow-moving bulls. Bulls here means ox and all. As long as I obeyed my father and abided by the customs of my tribe, I was not troubled by the laws of man or God. So he says here, till I used to obey my father's word, my parents' word, and followed all the customs of his tribe, he was never been punished by the laws of man or by the laws of God. So he was thinking he was very free in that period. Okay. Next part. It was only when I began to learn that my boyhood freedom was an illusion, when I discovered as a young man that my freedom had already been taken. So here he starts to know that freedom of his boyhood was a fake, a false freedom. Okay, it was a false idea for him. He thought that was freedom. It was not at all. It was just an illusion. When I discovered as a young man that my freedom had already been taken from me, he came to know that time that his freedom was not freedom at all. That I began to hunger for it. Now he became hungry for freedom. In the beginning he says, I was not born hungry to be free, but here now he says he began to hunger for it. It here means freedom. At first, as a student, I wanted freedom only for myself. Here he is discussing about the freedom what a student wants as a student. Okay, so he at that period, those freedoms were very small freedoms. Okay, the transitory freedoms which are not permanent, temporary freedoms of being able to stay out at night, read what I pleased, and go where I chose. Okay, later as he became a young man, he was in Johannesburg, he started to yearn for the basic and honorable freedom. Yearn means he became thirsty, he became very hungry to get those basic, okay, and honorable freedoms of achieving my potential, his abilities. Okay, though he was able, he was not getting those freedom. Freedom of earning my keep means to have a good job and save some money to get married, of marrying and having a family. So all this freedom was not at all with him. He wanted this freedom, he was hungry for that. The freedom not to be obstructed in a lawful life. Okay, so these all are pointing to lawful life. As a man has to attain education, he has to get some job, and that from that job he has to save for his family, he has to get married. Okay, so this all was now obstructing. All these were being obstructed because he was not free. Okay, but then I slowly saw that not only was I not free, but my brothers and sisters were not free. Okay, before he was thinking that he is the only one who is not free, but when he saw that not only him, people alike him were all sufferers of freedom. Okay, they were all suffering for becoming free. I saw that it was not just my freedom that was curtailed, but the freedom of everyone who looked. Okay, he says here that I saw that it was not just my freedom. Not only my freedom was curtailed, was being decreased, okay, or stopped, but the freedom of everyone who looked like me. Okay, but the freedom of everyone who looked like I did. That is when I joined the African National Congress, and that is when the hunger for my own freedom became the greater hunger for the freedom of my people. Okay, so in that time he realized that it could be only possible to fulfill those responsibilities if he joined the political party, and that political party was African National Congress. Frightened every time. Okay, he became very bold, brave to speak out, to agitate against the whites. Okay, that drove a law-abiding attorney to become a criminal, and a person who was always abiding, means following all the rules and regulations. Okay, as he was a lawyer, he became a criminal. Here, criminal doesn't mean he was a murderer. He is a criminal because he is going against the authority, the whites. Okay, that turned a family-loving husband into a man without a home. It also turned him, he who used to live, wanted to live along with his family members. Now he was always outside discussing about how to get freedom. So that forced a life-loving man to live like a monk, a person who used to only think of how to live a good life, now a luxurious life, comfortable life. Now he was living a life like a monk without any comfortability of life. Okay, he was now and then put into jail or prison. So he was living a life of a monk. Monk, you know already, who is a saint. Okay, saint who already sacrifices the luxuries of life. So in that way he was living. I am no more virtuous or self-sacrificing than the next man, but I found that I could not even enjoy the poor and limited freedoms I was allowed when I knew my people were not free. So here he says, I am no more virtuous. Virtuous here means I am no more true person, okay, or self-sacrificing than the next man to me. But I found that I could not even enjoy the poor and limited freedoms I was allowed when I knew my people were not free. So here he says that he was enjoying some limited freedoms. Okay, those limited freedoms, what he was enjoying, and when he saw those limited freedoms also were not being enjoyed by his own people, that made him struggle for freedom for his people. Okay, when I knew my people were not free, he did not want to enjoy those limited freedoms also what he was enjoying. Freedom is indivisible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. So he says here, freedom cannot be divided. Freedom is indivisible. The chains here means restrictions. Okay, any barrier, any discrimination on any one of my people, where the chains means restrictions on all of them, all the community. The chains on all of my people were the chains on me, and if those restrictions are on my people, will be restrictions over me too. I knew that the oppressor must be liberated just as surely as the oppressed. Now in the last paragraph, the concluding part of the lesson, here he is talking about two different types of people. One is the oppressor and another is the oppressed. So he says here, oppressor must be liberated just as surely as the oppressed. Oppressor here means the person who is the person who is exploiting the other person, who is stealing the freedom of others. Okay, that person must be made free just as the oppressed. Okay, So here oppressor is who? According to Nelson Mandela, oppressor is the whites and oppressed are the blacks. He wants both of them to be liberated. Both of these two group of people should be made free. A man who takes away another man's freedom is a prisoner of hatred. So, what is an oppressor? Oppressor is a prisoner of hatred. He is also in a prison. He is not free. He is in a prison of hate. Okay, so he should also be made free from the prison of hatred. He is locked behind the bars of prejudice. This person, this oppressor, he is in the jail, the prison of prejudice. Prejudice here means a person who without any reason he dislikes anybody. Okay, so that type of people is known as they are in a prejudice. Okay, and narrow-mindedness means selfish people, cruel people. Okay, so they are in the bars of, they are in the jail, they are in the prison of prejudice and narrow-mindedness. I am not truly free if I am taking away someone else's freedom, just as surely as I am not free when my freedom is taken from me. So both are equal. Okay, the person who is taking anybody's freedom and the person who is not in freedom, both are inside a prison. Okay, and they both have to be freed. They have to be liberated. The oppressed and the oppressor alike are robbed of their humanity. So oppressed here and the oppressor, they are same. They have been, their humanity has been stolen away. Okay, they don't have any feeling of humanity. Both of them, both the oppressor and the oppressed, they don't have the qualities of humanity. They don't have the qualities of being humane. So this chapter is ended over here, and we have come to know how Nelson Mandela in the beginning, he is so happy to talk about the inauguration ceremony, and further he recalls all his comrades, their sacrifices, okay, and what he learned from them about courage. Then he talks about what is about what is freedom according to him. Okay, and last he says about the oppressor and the oppressed, how they are not free and both has to be liberated. So this was the discussion and explanation of the lesson Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. So I end over here. If you have any questions, you can call me in my phone call number. Thank you.
Stay home, stay safe, do it for yourselves, do it for your family, do it for India. Let's break the chain of COVID-19. Hum honge kamyab. Jai Hind.